All right, the way you want to start it. All right.
Always.
Thanks a lot, Justin.
Lainey's here with a look ahead to sports.
Yes, a very exciting 6A state title game going on right now with Klein Forest and Duncanville. It's just been back and forth. So we're going out there live for that. Adam Wexler has all the latest. Plus, U of H track is making history, the highest finish in program history. I'll tell you about that coming up after the break.
And be sure to stay tuned and catch an all-new SNL coming up at 10:30. That right there is a live look at the stage out in New York City. Tonight's host, Idris Elba, with musical guest, Hey Khaled. It's up right after the news right here on Channel 2.
Welcome back. Just one team left standing for the Houston area boys basketball teams representing in San Antonio at the state final. The Klein Forest Eagles are looking to make history with a state title. It is an intense game right now, Wex. It was a late 8:30 start to this one. You're at the Alamo Dome right now. What's it like out there?
Well, Lainey, intense would be a good word to use. This game actually tipped off after a buzzer beater won the 4A state title, and Klein Forest and Duncanville have been matched in an extremely tight game. Let's get to the highlights here from the Alamo Dome. Last game of the night, Klein Forest ready for this Duncanville team, and they got things started well. How about KJ McDaniel, the early three-pointer? And that sent Duncanville scrambling for a timeout. Duncanville led by 9 at that point. And then in the corner, teammate Dylan Hamilton, another three, and the lead grew to 10. The play of the first half, though, came from Duncanville's Micah Peavy. How about the alley-oop off the glass? Duncanville went on a run, took the lead, but there was McDaniel again for Klein Forest, tying the game back up at 47. Back and forth they went. A three-pointer to end the quarter from Duncanville. Now we're in the fourth quarter. Duncanville leads this game by 3 points in the late stages of this game. We'll have all the highlights, all the reaction coming up after this game online and, of course, in the morning. What a final game to the season here, Lainey, from the Alamo Dome.
Okay, we're pulling for Klein Forest. Thank you, X. The Rockets practice this afternoon before heading to Dallas. James Harden says he's good to go after a minor injury to his wrist yesterday. The Rockets are in a dogfight for the top 3 seed in the West, something Gerald Green says the team is very aware of.
I don't even care if you're all the way from Golden State all the way down to the 8th or 9th spot. I think it's talked about. Man, you really can't afford to have mental errors at this point of the season. So I think guys are locked in at this point, focused, and we know that every game right now is a big game for us.
Okay, some college hoops now. First place Prairie View hosting Alcorn State to wrap up conference play. Tayshawn Johnson hits the three to go up 60-47. Then Gary Blackson knocks down the fadeaway to add to it. But it was Devontae Patterson who led the Panthers with 32 points as they win big, 98-64. So TSU is second place in the SWAC, and they were hosting Southern tonight. Trayvon Reed backs it down and then sinks the hook shot. Reed was doing it all tonight. Here he gets the bucket and the foul, and the Tigers take the 55-50 lead at that point. Later, Texas Southern takes away, and it's Jeremy Combs with the finish, but unfortunately it is not enough as the Tigers fall 87-77. A big one for the conference champion Cougars tomorrow at Cincinnati to close out the regular season. U of H has already clinched the top seed in next week's AAC tournament. Earlier this week, Coach Sampson reflected on how things were when he first took over the program.
And I sat down with our administration and said, what is the goal here? You know, and this is before I even took the job. What is the goal? What is the end game? Where would you guys like to be? And automatically they said they want to win. Okay. Well, how do you expect to win if you don't change?
Yeah, Sports Director Randy McElvoy sat down one-on-one with Coach Sampson, and you can see more of that conversation tomorrow night at, don't forget, our new start time, 11 p.m. on Sports Sunday. And hey, a big congrats to the U of H track team who showed out at the indoor championships. This is the men's 4x400 relay team coming in first place, and the men as a whole finished second overall. And guys, that's the highest finish in the University of Houston program history. Yes, we'll round it out with the rough ride of the night, a bull named Kryptonite, and apparently he had a 90% buck-off rate, whatever that means, so only 1 in every 10 riders will make it to the whistle, but San Angelo did it.
He is not Superman.
That is pretty,
exactly.
That is pretty impressive.
Wow, that's 15 seconds I counted right there. What, 8 seconds? That's like having a cup of coffee on top of that bull. Well, no kidding. He was not stopping.
Hey, kudos to the UH track team.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Coming from Oregon and know just how big track and field is up there for them.
And of course, takes a lot to build a. Hey, U of H is on a high right now.
Awesome.
All their
All
players
good.
are taking off.
Good on them. real glad to see that. So a few storms tomorrow, beginning of spring break, and then better as we get to Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
All new SNL with Idris Elba. Oh, yeah. Coming up next.
Have a great night.